Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kobe, and today we're going to be making some jalapeno poppers. This will be a great addition to any football game, birthday party, or just simply making something at home with a little bit of a dash of spice. So come with me while we transform this pepper. Alright, for the ingredients, we're going to need 6 jalapenos, a stick of rosemary, 2 tablespoons of parsley. We have about a half a cup of sharp cheddar, mozzarella, cream cheese. We also have 2 pieces of bread and the ankle, the heel, the butt, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna be making our own breadcrumbs. We have 2 eggs, a half a cup of flour, and don't forget your gloves, because when you're handling these peppers, you want to have your hands protected, because if you rub your eye, you're gonna be screaming Bloody Mary, and I don't want that for you. So let me get all these situated. All right, so we're gonna start off with the breadcrumbs. You're gonna take your 2 to 3 pieces of bread. You're gonna open up your food processor. If not, you can just use regular breadcrumbs, or you could take your bread and finally chop everything up and put them into the oven. You want to break these up just so it's a little easier on your food processor, just like so. And you want to add in a pinch of salt and a pinch of pepper. So you want to take your parsley, 2 tablespoons. I'm going to put this in here. And take like a half of your stick of your rosemary and just break that off inside, just like so. Now while this is starting, you're gonna want to preheat your oven to 350. So while we do this, and get your oven started. So now that this is all together, we're gonna get this started and all broke up. So you want to hit this with the button. So as you can see, this is the texture that we're going for. Something nice, nothing too crazy. Yeah, this breadcrumb recipe would be great for chicken parmesan and other breaded crusted Italian foods. Me personally, I like this mix with these peppers. Like if you need, you can leave out the parsley and the rosemary if you want, and make it straight like that. You know, to each his own. But now that we have these, we're gonna get the oven all cleared off and get these prepped to go into the oven and get started on these peppers. All right, now that the oven's cleared off, the breadcrumbs are ready to go in the oven. This is how they're gonna look. So while the oven's warming up, we're gonna get started with our jalapeno poppers. So for these, we wanna get these done and get them set into the freezer for about 15 minutes while the breadcrumbs are getting hard. We wanna do that just so, because the cheeses are soft, and once they go into the fryer, you know, they'll melt pretty quickly. So to get started with our bread, with our jalapenos, excuse me, we're gonna take your knife, find one, and we're just gonna cut a T into it. So I'm gonna come down the side like this, and right down there. So this is where the gloves come into play. You just wanna crack this open like so. Be careful not to break it. If you need to cut down a little more, you can. And you want to get all these seeds out. Now, if you're a heat freak and love hot stuff, you can leave these in, but I would definitely recommend taking them out if you can't handle the heat. So it's very simple. Just grab it like so and shake them out. Now I'm gonna rinse these before I continue, so I'm gonna get the rest of these cut and I'll get back with you guys when this is done. All right, now that these are all rinsed off, we had one casualty during the process. His wig got split. Can't help that. That may happen. So we'll have a funeral for him later. So we're gonna get started with our cheese mixture to get these puppies started. Also, the oven is ready for our breadcrumbs to go in. Now we're gonna send these in for about 5 minutes. We're just gonna watch them. Keep an eye on them until they become nice and crispy. You don't want them too crispy, but you know, just get it nice and. So while that's cooking, we're gonna add in our cream cheese, our sharp cheddar, like that, and our mozzarella. All right, get all that. Try not to waste anything here, people. So while this is in there, maxing and relaxing, I'm gonna take a little spatula and give us a nice mix. Make sure everything in here becomes homogeneous with itself. Now, if you have a rubber spatula, that'd be better. And then also the cream cheese was nice and at a room temperature, that'd be great as well. This is basically it. Here, you just mix that sucker in. Like so. We're gonna add some salt and pepper. Once you add the salt and the pepper, you wanna be careful because this, depending on what type of cheese you use, cheese could be quite salty. So to help yourself not have a heart attack or have a cholesterol issue, be careful with the salt intake. All right, and that looks good to me. So, cutting board back over here. Nope, glove got a hole. Get that fixed. All right, now that I got our first glove, I'll take our jalapenos, and we're gonna simply give these a nice stuff. So while we're stuffing these, you want to have a little bowl or something on standby to have them packed in. To pack these, to take yourself a teaspoon, just grab you some of this deliciousness and open her up. Oop. And stuff her in. And once you get a little in, you can add a little salt onto it. Just like this here. Take a little salt, little sprinkle. And that's it. So you take some more, pack that salt in. Not a lot, a little bit will go a very long way. All right, so that's basically it on how to pack these. I'm gonna get the rest of these done and jump back on here with you guys when I'm finished. All right. Okay, now that your poppers are all done and stuffed, we're gonna put these in the freezer for about 15 minutes. By this time, the breadcrumbs should be pretty much done. So you wanna grab them out, and we're gonna get started on getting our dredging station ready to have these fried. So I'm gonna get these put in and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, as you can see, our breadcrumbs are finished. So they're looking. How dark they become is completely up to you. Ideally, I wouldn't have let them got this dark, but you know, it's completely fine. So, like I said, you know, I checked them 2 minutes ago, and within a minute and 30 seconds, they got dark. So they're not burnt. They are delicious, though. You know, you take some, you know. Oh, yeah. That right there is a fat man's dream. Hey. All right, so let's get this put to the side, and wow. Oh man. At a loss of words. Alright. So we're gonna get this to the side and get our dredging station. You're gonna grab your 2 eggs, your flour, and honestly you can keep this where it is because we're gonna be dumping, dipping, and rolling. And dipping again and rolling again because we're gonna do it twice. So once the jalapenos are done in the freezer, I'll be back with you guys. All right, now that everything is in place, we're gonna start with our dredge. And you're gonna take one bowl and you're gonna crack your eggs. Just like so. And you want to take a fork or a whisk and just get this all whisked up. Just like here. Alright. So now that that's all mixed, you're going to grab your jalapenos out of your freezer. And you want to sit these, you can sit these like right over here. And I'm gonna set this back here because we're gonna set the jalapenos on our tray here. So just want to take one and dip it into your flour like so. Let me get this all covered up. All right, and then I'm gonna grab your egg. Well, that isn't quite big enough, is it? All right. All right. There we go. Bigger bowl. We're gonna roll it in here. Take some of this egg, just drip it on the top wherever it doesn't reach. This is a bigger pepper, so it'll be a little bit more difficult. The other ones aren't as big as this one. So then we're gonna set this in the breadcrumb, like so. The baby's getting antsy. Right. And now we're gonna double dip it again into that flour. Into this egg mixture here. Alright, and there's one. And you're going to do that for the rest of them. So when I'm done with these, I will be back to get the fryer on. Oh, the oil is actually in the process of heating up. So definitely going to have that ready. Make sure you have that to like 350 or 350 degrees. Okay, now that these are all finished, you want to look like this here. I'm gonna let this go in here for at least 3 to 5 minutes until it becomes golden brown on both sides. Ooh, get my finger in there. That one, these both are pretty much finished for me. That wasn't that quick. The next one now. Hey, now look at that. These things not only look delicious, but they smell the part. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear this, man, but like, I don't just. It's lovely, man, crispy. Hey, let's cut into one of these real quick. A nice little sharp knife. Sitting here for us. Hey. Time for the results. Oh man, that is wonderful. Hey, listen here, folks. You seen it first. that's beautiful. Hey, look. See, I don't know how else to explain this, but I just want to take a bite. Hey, look. Wonderful, man. Woo. A little spicy, but freaking awesome. Hey, look, thank you for choosing my channel. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. They're a little spicy, but hey, thanks for choosing.